There's a specific look a woman gives when she realizes she has total control over you. It's not love, it's not lust. It's the look of a predator who has found prey that offers no resistance. You've seen it, you've felt it. You hand her your time, your attention, your instant replies, believing this is the currency of affection. You think you're building a relationship. In reality, you're building a prison where you are the inmate and she holds the key. Most men believe that to keep a woman, they must become her sanctuary. Constant safety, constant praise, constant availability. They believe friction is the enemy of attraction. This lie keeps men single, or worse, merely tolerated. Niccolo Machiavelli understood power better than almost anyone in history. He wrote that a prince who tries to be loved by everyone is eventually despised by everyone. The same law applies to desire. The man who tries to please her constantly ends up boring her completely. In this video, I'm going to hand you a weapon. Not a pickup line, not silence, not ignoring her. Those are childish games for men who are afraid to be seen. This is about something Machiavelli called well-used cruelty. You will learn how to trigger the biological anxiety nature designed to keep desire alive and loyalty intact. You'll discover the variable reward system casinos use to bankrupt gamblers and how it hijacks dopamine in the brain. You'll understand why your kindness is repelling her and how to replace it with a dominance that feels addictive to her nervous system. If you're not ready to be the villain in her story so you can be the hero in her life, leave now. This is not for the faint of heart. For the rest of you, welcome to reality. Let's look at the numbers. They are brutal. According to the American Sociological Association, women initiate nearly 70% of all divorces. Among college-educated women, that number rises to nearly 90%. Why? Not because these men were abusive, not because they were toxic. In most cases, they were boring, they were safe, they were predictable. They became what biologists call a fixed resource. When a resource is guaranteed, the brain stops releasing dopamine in response to it. This isn't opinion, it's neurochemistry. A study from the University of Cambridge showed dopamine neurons fire 400% more intensely when a reward is unexpected compared to when it's predicted. When you send a good morning text every day at 8 a.m., you're killing attraction. You're training her brain to ignore you. You become background noise, reliable, useful, invisible. Like furniture she stops noticing. The modern man is terrified of conflict. He treats women like fragile glass that will shatter if he disagrees or disapproves. In doing so, he creates a vacuum of masculinity. And nature abhors a vacuum. If you don't provide tension, she will create it. Arguments over nothing, tests of patience, flirting with other men. She isn't being crazy. She's begging for resistance. She's begging you to be a man. Machiavelli said it is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. In desire, fear doesn't mean abuse. It means respect, the anxiety of loss, the knowledge you can walk away. It means your standards are higher than your thirst, and your presence is never guaranteed. Most men operate from "please don't leave me." The Machiavellian man operates from "show me why you should stay." So how do we flip the dynamic? How do we stop chasing and make her seek your validation? We do not use silence. Silence is passive. Silence is what a child does when he's pouting. A king does not pout. A king judges. The method is called strategic dissonance. It shatters the image of the agreeable companion and replaces it with the sovereign judge. It requires the one thing 99% of men are too afraid to do: active disapproval. Think about your last date. She said something you disagreed with. Politics, life, a rude comment. What did you do? You smiled. You nodded. You tried to keep the vibe good. You failed the test. A woman measures a man's value by his ability to hold his frame against hers. When you agree with everything she says, you tell her your reality matters less than hers. You signal that you'll trade integrity for a chance at approval. That is desperation, and she smells it instantly. Here's the Machiavellian shift. You become a source of judgment, not just attention. When she behaves poorly, late, rude, manipulative, you don't ignore it. You don't go silent, you call it out calmly, coldly, without emotion. I don't like how you spoke to that person. It makes you look unattractive. Read that again. No anger, no shouting. Just an observation. In her brain, panic hits. Shock follows. You're not impressed. Men have applauded her mediocrity for years. You just broke the pattern, you flipped the script. She's no longer qualifying you. She's qualifying herself. This is the essence of well-used cruelty. It stings her ego in the moment, but it commands respect. She realizes she can't autopilot with you. She has to be her best self. Here's the dark truth. People fall in love with the person they work hardest to please. Now, let's go deeper. Let's talk about addiction. In the 1950s, psychologist B.F. Skinner ran an experiment with rats and a lever. In scenario A, the lever always gave food. The rat pressed it only when hungry. In scenario B, the lever never gave food. The rat stopped pressing it. In scenario C, the lever gave food randomly. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. The rat went insane, pressing thousands of times, forgetting sleep, forgetting grooming. This was the variable ratio schedule, the engine behind casinos, social media, and toxic relationships. This same mechanism will drive your new dynamic with her. Most men are scenario A, consistent, predictable, always available. If she texts, you reply instantly. If she asks, you comply. If she looks good, you compliment. You become a vending machine, and nobody falls in love with a vending machine. They shake it when it doesn't work. They don't desire it. To make her chase, you must become scenario C. This doesn't mean chaos. It means your validation is earned, not guaranteed. And most importantly, it's unpredictable. Sometimes you reply in 2 minutes, sometimes in 4 hours, sometimes you call instead. You break the pattern. You make her wonder what you're doing. That wondering creates anxiety, and anxiety is the fertilizer of desire. Next is the withheld compliment. She spends hours getting ready. She looks stunning. She expects you to drool. You look, you smile. You say nothing about her appearance. You talk about your day instead. 3 days later, when she's in sweatpants and messy hair, you say, "You look incredibly beautiful right now." Why does this work? Because it feels real. It catches her off guard. A compliment given on schedule is payment. A compliment given unexpectedly is a gift. Third is the sudden withdrawal. The energy is high. You're laughing. This is when the amateur lingers. The Machiavellian leaves at the peak. "I have to run. I've got work to do." You end the interaction at a 10-10. You leave her wanting more. You create an incomplete loop in her brain. She will replay the conversation for hours, wishing it hadn't ended. You are renting space in her head, for free. You might think this sounds manipulative, dark, but is it noble to be a doormat? To lie and say she's perfect when she's acting bratty? To bore her with predictability? Women crave leadership. Leadership implies direction. Direction implies you know where you're going. The nice guy isn't nice. He's transactional, compliance for intimacy. A covert contract, disgusting. The Machiavellian man is honest. He rewards what he likes, punishes what he dislikes, transparent in his standards. In dark psychology, there's the authority of refusal. The person who can say no holds power. A celebrity or high-status man doesn't say yes to every fan. His no makes his yes valuable. If you want her to chase you, cultivate the ability to refuse her. Bad behavior, last-minute plans, attempts to change you. When she asks something that inconveniences you, don't say yes automatically. Your response, "I can't do that. I have other plans." No apology. No long explanation. Just refusal. Watch her eyes. At first, confusion. Then a flicker of respect. She realizes she cannot command you. If she cannot command you, she wants to conquer you. Theory is useless without execution. You will spend the next 7 days reprogramming your behavior. It will feel uncomfortable. Your body will scream to be nice, apologize, seek validation. Override it. Days 1 to 2. Audit agreeableness. Stop nodding at everything she says. Stop nervous laughter at unfunny comments. Look at her. Let the silence hang. If she asks why you didn't text back, say, "I was busy." Change the subject. You are establishing that you do not answer to her tribunal. Days 3-4. The disapproval spike. Find one behavior that annoys you. Small things, interruptions, phone checks. Call it out calmly, flat. Maintain eye contact. She may pout. She may get defensive. Hold the frame, do not apologize. Later, when she corrects the behavior, reward her. Be warm, be charming. Show that warmth is available, but only with respect. Days 5 to 7. Randomization of reward. Do not initiate contact for 24 hours. When she texts, wait a random amount of time. Reply with a voice note instead of text. Disrupt patterns. Cancel a plan if needed. Observe her reaction. Respect or demand. Her reaction tells you everything. The bad boy archetype exists across cultures, eras, and societies. It's not about evil, it's about fearlessness. He prioritizes his mission, pleasure, and reality above hers. Paradoxically, this makes her feel safe. If you bend your reality to please her, she knows someone stronger could bend you too. You are weak, fluid, not a protector. Stand firm, even against her, and she knows you can stand against the world. The most dangerous trap: success. Applying Machiavellian strategies will work, and work frighteningly well. She will start calling more, touching more, asking, "What are we?" And this is where men want to revert. They think, "I won. Now I can go back to being the nice guy." Do not do this. If you revert, she feels betrayed. The strong man she fell for disappears, replaced by the weak man. Her revulsion will be 10 times stronger than before. This is not a week-long technique. It's a recalibration of your soul. You are not pretending to be high value. You are accepting your finite time and energy. You are the main character. Maintain the gap, the distance between who you are and who she wants you to be. Desire lives in the gap. Close it completely and the fire goes out. Keep part of yourself for yourself. Keep secrets. Keep ambitions she doesn't know about. Handle some struggles alone. Be the mountain. She can climb, explore, admire, but she cannot move you. Before we conclude, a warning. The extinction burst. When you stop reinforcing a behavior, like being a doormat, expect escalation before surrender. She may get angrier, accuse you of not caring, threaten to leave. This is the storm before the calm. She's testing the walls of your new reality. Are they made of stone or paper? If you fold during the extinction burst, you lose forever. You prove your strength was a lie. If you stand firm, calm, detached, like watching a thunderstorm behind glass, she will eventually tire. She will come to rest in your frame. She will accept your leadership. She will love you for it. You now possess the tools to dismantle the nice guy programming forced on you since birth. You understand attraction is not negotiation. It's a biological reaction to authority and unpredictability. But there's a darker layer. Once she's chasing, once obsessed, a new problem arises. What happens when her obsession interferes with your purpose? There is a protocol for inverse scaling, managing the chaos without destroying the relationship. It involves the white knight deception, a method to make her feel she won you while you maintain control. But that is dangerous knowledge for another time. If you are ready to stop being a spectator in your own life, to kill the boy so the man can be born, you know what to do. Subscribe, and in the comments, write one sentence, not for me, but for yourself, to mark the transformation. Write, "I am the prize." I'll see you in the shadows.